Hi there, welcome to my math channel MathWeb. Let us start question number 2 from Pearson Edexcel A level exam for Mechanics 1. This exam is taken in May 2024. Paper reference code is WME 01/01. Two forces P and Q act on a particle. P has magnitude 10 Newton and acts due west. Q has magnitude 8 Newton and acts on bearing of 330 degrees. Given that F equals to P plus Q, find the magnitude of F. Actually, this question we could solve by two methods. This is very easy. I will show you both, but which one is easier, except that. Okay. Let me draw the directions like north, east, west. You know that here. Let me draw the forces here. We know that this one is north, and here we have west, east, and south is down. Okay. Now, P has magnitude 10 Newton and acts due west. You can draw here force P. P is acting due west. And magnitude of this force is 10 Newton. This is force 10 Newton. Okay. Now, Q has magnitude 8 Newton and acts on bearing of 330 degrees. Let me draw a Q here. Let's say this is Q. This one is P, this one is Q. And it has magnitude 8 Newton. Bearing of 330 degree means you will measure the angle from north. Bearing is always measured from north. You will measure from north to Q. This angle is 330 degrees for sure. Okay. This angle is 330 degrees. It is given in the question that F is equals to P plus Q. F is the resultant force, and we can add these two forces, P and Q, by using head to tail rule method. What is the head to tail rule method? We join the tail of Q with the head of P. First of all, I should join the tail of Q with the head of P here, like this, and with making the same angle with x-axis. Okay, you can join this one. I join the tail of Q with the head of P. Okay, and the resultant of these two, now this is Q. Okay, resultant of these two vectors, this is 8 Newton for sure, and resultant of these two vectors could be found by joining the tail of P with the head of Q. This is the resultant. If you join the tail of P with the head of Q, you will get the resultant force. Actually, this one is F. This is F, this is Q, this one is P. Okay, so this is the resultant force. Look here, this angle, we can find this angle with the x-axis, that will be 60 degrees. Why it is 60 degrees? We know that from here to here, this angle is 270 degrees. 270, 330 minus 270 will give you 60 degrees. So this angle is 60 degrees. If this angle is 60 degrees here, so we can find the interior angle, this one in this triangle, that will be equals to 120 degrees for sure, because the angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. So if the exterior angle is 60 degree, interior will be 120 degrees. Now this becomes a triangle. Okay, and we can use law of cosine here, because two sides and the angle containing these two sides is also given. You could find the magnitude of F here. We need to find magnitude of F by law of cosines. Law of cosine, let me write here, that is equals to a square is equals to b square plus c square minus 2bc cosine a. This is the law of cosine. You know that these two sides are the sides containing the angle, and a is the opposite side of the angle. Opposite side of the angle is f. So here you could find here f square. Adjacent sides, like the sides that are containing the angle, are one is 8 square, other is 10, so it will be 10 square minus 2 times 8 times 10. Now you need to plug in the values only. Cosine 120 degrees. So F will be equals to, you need to take square root to get rid of square. It will be 64 plus 100 minus 10 times 8 is 80. 80 multiplied 2 is 160. Cosine 120 is minus 1 over 2. Right, as is in your calculator, you get the answer as 2 square root 61 Newton. So this is the magnitude of the force. There is another way of solving this question. Let me show the other way as well. Draw the forces. We know that this is the west and here east and north, and P is acting along west, that is 10 Newton. This is P. Q is making a bearing of 330 degrees, so it will be here. This is Q. This angle is 330 degrees. For sure this angle will be 60. Okay, and now we resolve the forces along, we will resolve the forces into its components. How to resolve the force? Only this force is making angle 60 degree with x-axis, so we will draw a perpendicular from the head. We will get two components for this force. One component, this vertical component, that will be equals to, because this force is 8 Newton, so you can write here 8 sine 60. The vertical component will be 8 sine 60. The horizontal component, this one, will be 8 cosine 60 degrees. Okay, so this is the horizontal component, and this one is vertical component. Let me show you about the how to resolve the force into its components. For example, this force is F and this is making angle theta. You draw a perpendicular from here, you will get two components. They are called rectangular components. This component is the vertical component, and this is always equals to F sine theta. Okay, and the horizontal component, that is known as Fx, and it is F cosine theta. Got it? And by Pythagoras theorem, you can use here F is equals to Fx square plus Fy square square root. So this is the formula to find the magnitude of the force. Here now, after resolving the forces, we can use the horizontal components. What are the components that are acting horizontally? This way. You know, this way we always taken positive, the right side. Here Fx component, the component that are acting along x-axis, there are no right side components, only the left hand side components. There are two components that are acting left side. One is 10 Newton and other is 8 cosine 60. There are two components acting on left hand side, so we can keep both negative, minus 10 minus 8 cosine 60. Okay, so these two components here, minus 10 minus 8 cosine 60. Cosine 60 is half, so it will be 4. So you get answer as minus 14. Okay, and the components that are acting this way, the upward we will take positive, downward we will take negative. Fy, what are the upward components? Upward component is 8 cosine 60 only, so you can write here 8 sine 60. 8 sine 60 is square root 3 over 2, so it is 4 square root 3. Now you need to find the resultant of these two forces. Like we can use this formula actually. The magnitude of the force F will be equals to Fx square plus Fy square square root. Okay, now plug in the values. F will be equals to Fx, that is minus 14 square plus 4 square root 3 square, and take the square root. So this is 196 plus 48 square root. We will get the same answer. F will be equals to 2 square root 61. This is the other way of solving this type of question. Just resolve the forces into its component, write the all x components and y components, and use this formula to find the resultant of all these forces. Okay, to find the magnitude of F, magnitude of the resultant force. This is a formula that is very, very important. You have to memorize it. Hopefully you understand this question. Question number 2 is done. If you have any doubt, any question, please write in the comment box. Thank you.